Hello and welcome to Jasper Milk Reviews. Well, I've certainly been doing depressing movies in the past couple of weeks. Hereafter, Beautiful, Brighton Rock, Rabbit Hole, and now the subject of this week's review, Never Let Me Go, which features a triumvirate of up-and-coming young talent, Keira Knightley, Andrew Garfield, and the rather splendid Carey Mulligan.
My name is Kathy H. I'm 28 years old. These days I spend most of my time not looking forwards, but looking back to what happened to us. Me, Tommy, and Ruth.
Now, if you're after some sort of period drama, which the trailer almost hints at, then you'll be disappointed. Never Let Me Go is essentially a softcore science fiction film in the same way that Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was. However, its pretensions are much darker and deeper. The story centres around three friends, Ruth, Tommy and Kathy, who grow up sharing a grim secret about their upbringing. At the start of the film, we see them as children at Hailsham Boarding School in 1978, being told they are special, and only later as they grow up to be adults do we fully learn what life may or may not have in store for them.
Tommy and Ruth were together for the remainder of our time at school. I kept hoping they would separate. They never did.
It's narrated in flashback, with Carey Mulligan as Kathy providing the central performance, closely followed by Keira Knightley and Andrew Garfield. Now, I thought the acting was great. The period settings and locations all worked in the film's favour to evoke a sense of a slightly disconnected and alternate version of reality. The love triangle that's set up between these three characters was believable and certainly engaged my interest. But by the end of the film, I felt I didn't care as much as I ought to have done. A number of things were bugging me. Now, maybe that was the intention of the director, I don't know, but a big problem I had with Never Let Me Go was its lack of internal logic. To be fair, all films require us to suspend our disbelief to varying degrees, especially sci-fi and fantasy, but this isn't usually a problem if things are explained enough to keep our doubts at bay. The problem with Never Let Me Go is that it does touch on real science with which we are all familiar, but at the same time leaves too many questions unanswered about why the characters behave in the way they do. Too much has to be taken at face value, and in the end I felt the film was making assumptions about human nature that were just too hard for me to swallow. Despite the great performances from Mulligan, Knightley and Garfield, watching these three characters plod on to the very end in a sort of sad, detached, sheepish manner left me feeling deflated and shortchanged. All that withstanding, it's great to see this kind of film being made, even if it does misfire. So I'm giving Never Let Me Go 3 out of 5 stars.